PSA Hip Hop, man. It's your boy, Three Letter Man. Subscribe to the channel. Y'all know the vibes already. Subscribe to the channel. Follow me on Instagram at Caffeine at 3letterman3. Also, if you'd like to leave a small donation, you can also at $ PSA Hip Hop. First off, let me just give a shout out to all the supporters out there that are showing love with me and Rich the 5'9's back in exchange interview, if you want to call it there, man. Shout out to my guy Royce again, man. I have a couple hip hop interviews that's coming up in the next week and change and all that with a lot of people. It's funny when you have a interview like that. It's funny who's listening to you, who's watching you, who's actually now answering your DMs when you've been hitting certain rappers for a long time. Neither here nor there. But I'm looking forward to that. You know what I mean? I see a lot of, and before I get it, I'm going on a small little soliloquy right quick here, man. I see the culture going through a lot of stuff right now. A lot of people say, Three Letter Man, why aren't you talking about this? Well, fam, let's be real. To be honest with y'all, I've been kind of busy. I had a Rich the 5'9" interview to do. Me and homegirl, my girl's Trap, we did the Grammy stand, me and watching, listening to Biggie, then doing a little Wayne appreciation. So, pardon self, I'm just going to talk about stuff that I want to talk about, right? That's what I do. You know what I mean? Some of y'all might not like it, but at the end of the day, I'm an old man. Do I care what people going to think? No, I don't. Let me just say that again to y'all. You know what I mean? But all I want to say is, man, is let's just, y'all should, and listen, when people do the battle rap, media talk and everything like that, I'm an OG. That's a young man's game. Y'all can fight for the crown. I've been saying that for how many years? I've been saying, fight for the crown, please. If you want, like, take it and run with it. You feel what I'm saying? I'm just an old head that just want to talk battle rap and hip hop. That's it. All the extra stuff that come with it, man, is it real? And let me give a message to you young bloggers out there, man. Don't let the fans, and no disrespect to all the fans, don't let some of the fans, let me repeat that, don't let some of the fans poison you by thinking having exchanges with other people is the go-to move, because it's not. You know, for me, I'm so embedded in my show and what I'm doing, interviews, battle rap, and talking with Watson, trying to set up interviews, that I stray away from certain things that I don't even want to talk about, bro. But I'm going to keep it real. Certain things that I just don't have the energy inside of me to talk about. You know what I mean? But, you know, leave it to some of y'all. Y'all would say, you must don't care. Well, because you don't talk about something live, you don't care. That's the most buffoonery thing I've ever heard in my life. And as an OG in battle rap in here, yo, I feel that I have to set the example in the sense of not going back and forths with dudes that want to trick you, bait you into some fake beef. That's not beef. All these things you dudes are doing, this ain't beef. You know what beef is? Go listen to Mos Def's song called Beef. Beef is when your girl come through for a visit to tell you that she pregnant by some other nigga. That's beef. Beef is not blogging wars and I don't like you and well you not like that is so yo fam. How old are some of y'all? How old are some of y'all? Like for real. Like some of the stuff that I'm seeing on social media, because I'll be real with y'all. People say, oh, Three, you gotta go check this out. No, I don't. I don't need to go check it out. That's just too listen. Dog, I'm trying to get hip hop interviews. I'm trying to do battle rap here. I don't care about that extra stuff. I really don't, man. I really don't. I promise you I don't. I come from work. I take care of the family. I'm still in, like, I'm trying to watch DNA and Castro here and recap this. I got interviews coming. Like, I'm on that type of time, son. So, pardon self, if y'all don't see me running amok and joining the stuff that's going on in battle rap, and I don't care. Take shots at me. Go ahead. Take all your shots, man. It's cool. Doesn't bother me one bit, bro. Because I'm not miserable. I'm not mad at the world, and I ain't miserable. I can promise y'all that. And that's the most important thing for me. I'm not mad. I'm not miserable. I don't hate nobody. I got love for the culture itself. I even got love for the brothers that I don't even be talking to, because you know what? At the end of the day, some of y'all, I'm older than some of y'all, a majority of y'all, right? So some of y'all are misguided. Some of y'all I be want to reach out to and give you a conversation and be like, let me holler at you right quick. But some of y'all, I can see I can't even come at y'all like that, because you won't take it for face value. I'm not against none of you dudes. None of you. None of you. Let's be clear. None of you. All right? So don't ever try to make this a war between me and somebody, because that's never going to happen. Because it's just never going to happen. Never going to happen. Me warring with dudes and arguing about battle rap and who's the best sparker and who has the best interviews. And I'm like, think about that for a second. Dudes just be arguing about the most foolish things, man. My bad, y'all. Stay focused, 3. Let's get back into DNA versus Luke Castro. Do your effing job. Yes, DNA, we know. Do your effing job, DNA, we know. Do your effing job. Luke Castro, and I gotta say this, man. Y'all gotta stop giving DNA these young boys, man, because I don't see does it make sense DNA battling young dudes, man? Like, I know he said something clever. Was it the 3rd round? We'll talk about that in the 3rd round. When he's like, oh, I call myself the PG killer because I can't get battles with Mook and Lux. He said something to that. I'm paraphrasing right now, right? But none of you young boys can beat DNA. So it'd be like, why? John, don't call DNA to come to bullpen to battle one of your bulls like that. I rock with Clone, but no. URL, DNA. Fam, it doesn't make sense you battling young dudes. Listen, one thing we got to give, and listen, I'm giving DNA his flowers now. You know, I'm not going to wait till something, I'm going to give this man his respect. DNA is a certified legend. Let me repeat that again. A certified legend. You know what I mean? Listen. DNA told us in his battle, if y'all ain't listening, that how many times you got to revamp yourself, bro. Imagine DNA been here since 16, 17 years old, throwing up in front of Eminem, son. Piece hat hitting him in the brim. Like, DNA's been here for a long time, dog. You know, Fabulous was calling himself the young OG. I might have to look at DNA like that, like the young OG, like him and Shine. The dude's DNA been here for a long time, son. Like, who hasn't he battled? Wasn't DNA the most viewed? Him and Arsenal, 1 and 2 for the most views battle. How many leagues DNA's battling? You know, we talk about moments in battle rap. How many moments does DNA have in battle rap? I mean, the ill will thing, well, we always go to that. We will always go to the ill will. Like, to me, and I don't know how DNA feels about this, man. I'm going to chop it up with DNA soon. That's my guy. You know what I mean? The ill will battle, like, think about this. He goes into the ill will battle, y'all, as a heavy underdog. I was on, I remember it was me and Timbo and Angry Fan was on back in them days, and all of us across the table picked Ill Will to beat DNA across the table. You see how I don't have a problem saying Cap's name? Because it ain't that deep. Shout out to Caps. Because it ain't that deep. Shout out to you, Caps. Right? He goes to that battle, and he's the heavy underdog, DNA, and pulls out the... Think about this, son. And DNA and Shine got something in common, because also with Shine, when he battled Averb, right? A lot of people had Averb winning that battle, going into that battle. It's the same thing with DNA and Ill Will, and what DNA did. Had one of the biggest moments in battle rap history. That's just a fact. Shook the room. When people talk about shaking the... DNA shook the room. Goods, all these cats on stage acting crazy. You feel me? Luke Castro. And here's another thing. Before this battle popped off, man, I see a lot. See, I don't know about you in the building dudes, man. I don't know about y'all, son. Y'all and shout out to y'all in the building dudes, but some of y'all dudes, I don't know, man. I don't know if the liquor, the trees is flowing, the ambiance. Y'all cool with this particular person, battle rapper? Because, fam, y'all winners? All right. The prep battle. Y'all made it sound like Prep beat JC. I did a recap on that. I never felt Prep beat JC. Going into this battle, I'm expecting, because all I kept hearing about was Lou Castro's first round. Lou Castro's first round. That's all I kept hearing. I'm not saying Lou Castro, your first round was bad, my brother. I'm not saying that, Lou, all right? Lou, I'm not one of these guys trying to play you out, Lou. So I'm just giving you constructive criticism and how I look at it as a battle rap fan. I'm a fan, okay? Because I talk battle rap, I'm a fan. I don't ever get that twisted. I can't do what you do. I just critique the bars that I like as a fan. That's all. Forget what I think, Lou. All right? But I'm going to say this, though. This first round is not crazy. I was expecting to hear some old 5 mic verse on the first round. The way y'all was acting out here. But let's get into this, man. DNA, Lou Castro, Born Legacy 10. The sneaker store vibe kind of gave you that Big T, Tsunami Surf kind of vibe back in the day. You know what I mean? And listen, shout out to Lou Castro, because a lot of people I'm seeing on social media that rocks with the young boy. You know what I'm saying? I know he's battled Jay the Nightwing, Jay 400 Block. He battled Chaos at Ultimate Madness, Street Hymns. I think he even battled on Verbal Warzone. Did he battle? Shout out, because I watch a lot of Verbal Warzone battles. I'm going to keep it with you. I just love seeing dudes rap on them beats and stuff. Cassidy, maybe we should try that. Whatever. Let's get into this, man. Round 1, Lou Castro talked about his peoples, telling him, don't play with this cat. Like, don't play with this cat DNA. I refuse to do that, like Jack Boy Maine. Now, here's the wild thing about that, man. Lou says that, and you look out the window, my man Jack Boy Maine is right there in living color, right there at the window. And I need to ask somebody some questions, though. Were they able to hear the bars outside? Was there a speaker or something they could hear the bars clearly? You know what I mean? I was wondering about that, because Lou says that bar and Jack Boy is right outside. Like, what are you insinuating? Are you insinuating? You're not. I mean, it's kind of clear, self-explanatory what you're saying, Lou, when you make that kind of comment. Talk about DNA, spraying of the machetes. DNA, that is a stigma. We talk about stigmas in battle rap. DNA will always have that stigma attached to his jacket about the spraying the machetes, right? What's interesting to me is Lou Castro. This is where he kind of lost me at, bro. How you take shots at DNA's accolades, right? And you're poking holes at it. You're making fun of his accolades and everything like that, brother. And then you go into the Jack Boy. Wicca. You diss Jack Boy, but then kind of like I felt like he was doing a wicca, like doing that kind of the Jack Boy main gestures kind of thing. He makes the sound effects, not the Big T sound effects, but the Jack Boy main sound effects. But then, how do you go at DNA's accolades? And who cares if you did some of Joe Biden campaign? Or who cares if you did ESPN and then turn around and say, well, I can't front what you did on ESPN. So like, I'm not trying to be petty, man, but how can you poke at the accolades, but the accolades are dope? Like, how can I poke at DNA's accolades, make fun of DNA's accolades in battle rap? I can't. I just can't do that, bro. You dig what I'm saying? Or you doing power recaps? You cool with 50? Well, meet this one. I did like that line from Lou Castro. Talking out the side of your face makes me feel some Conway. The nasty feelings caught today line was cool. Here's another thing, bro. When I'm listening to Lou Castro, just off cadence and flow, I see people say he sound like Twerk a little bit though, but man, am I bugging when I say to y'all that I'm listening? I feel like I'm hearing Old Red when I'm listening to Lou Castro rap. It felt like very Old Reddish. You dig what I'm saying? The Shine Toy Story line was cool. Power Ranger bars in 2020, Lou. All right. Listen, what I'm gonna say, man. Lou's first round was solid. It was solid. And here's the thing. I don't even think that was Lou Castro's best round. Yes, I'm gonna say it again because I'm writing the bars and listening to the battle, people. I do not have Lou Castro's first round as his best round. I don't. I just don't. Round 1 DNA, flexing the arms, get back line was solid. The Xbox in the jeans, and now I'm sick. Now I'm out of stock line. That was cool. And I'm gonna say this, man. For the first minute and change, as I'm listening to DNA rap, just felt like there was levels, man. Like I'm already in tune to what DNA is saying, what he's doing. You know what I mean? The potluck, bring a meal to the table. The conscious, Lupe, food and liquor out talk. You know, Lou out couldn't dance with this Samoan's line he had. That was dope. DNA talking about him being one of the few cats to see twerk when he was in the hospital. And when he went into that angle, I'm not gonna lie, I remember specifically when twerk was on Instagram. And he said one dude, and he's like, he really showed DNA wild love about DNA came to check on him and everything like that. I think there was a picture of DNA in the gram, wasn't it? Did Twerk have a picture of DNA in the gram when he came to check him? So when DNA says that, it's like, wow, fam, this is real because it's true because Twerk spoke about it. You feel me? But DNA's bringing it to life and saying it to Lou Castro, who's like, yo, fam, Twerk is supposed to be saying this about you, bro, not about me, the way he's showing me love and bigging me up for coming to see him. He's supposed to be saying, my man Lou came to check me, made sure I was good. You know what I mean? He's smoking bogeys and stuff, Twerk, but that's a different story for a different day. But yeah, man. The Castro extra mile line, that was dope. Under the hood, that was crazy by DNA, man. I like that line a lot, man. And once DNA went to the angle of why you didn't go see your mans, you just know. I just knew, just reeling you in, Castro, man. That's what DNA does, fam. Like, especially to you young boys, man. It's like, reel you in, fam. You know. How you authentic? If you never seen Jersey Stitched, come on, you never seen Jersey Stitched, twerk Jersey Twisted. Then DNA goes into what's wild strong because that's Lou Castro's slogan. Like took his slogan and freaked it though. Lou Castro, man, Ryder, Glue Easy Talk. DNA was talking to this man. I'm not gonna hold you, man. The difference between wild strong to a man being strong minded to close that out. How the way DNA closed out in the first round, fam. Dogs, I got DNA clearly winning the first round. I'm sorry. For all this talk about Lou Castro's first round, I like DNA's first round way more. And like I said a second ago, I don't think this is Lou Castro's best round, fam. Round 2, Castro talked about his Kid Chaos battle, Ultimate Madness. The College Hill line was okay. Castro went into, bully talk. Have you ever beat somebody up in front of their grandmother? The WCW Eric Bischoff line, that was tough, Castro. I'm not gonna hold you. I did like that line, bro. Got that DNA for his slogan about get money and drink water. Castro, man, I like your aggression, bro, but it's like, it's just aggression because the bars are okay, but it's like your aggression oversees your bars to me. You feel me? Like, Lou, a couple times I'm catching you telling DNA, watch your mouth, watch your tone. You said that in the first round. You said that in the second round. The reverse clip, BET line, I did like. Here's the question I have. Was Castro's second round better than his first round? But I don't even think, once again, I'm going to tell you, I think Castro's second round was solid. It was straight. It might have been better than his first round, too, though. I ain't going to hold you. But there's that third round. I'm going to talk about Castro in a minute. Round 2, DNA. DNA say Castro is, smacking them, say he's the top rookie and everything. For me, I got real sick and Kid Chaos are the top 2 dudes right now. I know Kid Chaos and Lou Castro battle already. I get it, y'all, but I still have Kid Chaos and Real Sick as the top 2 gunners of the rookies for me. You know what I mean? DNA say he wants Fonz next. Like, It's an Av and Fonz DNA. Come on, leave that alone, DNA. Let Av and Fonz get that out. DNA, come on, man. I'm not trying to see battle Fonz and these young boys no more, man. No. Not for a while anyway, man. In 2020, your vision is lost. You think you big pimping Jay-Z and Linkin Park because they made me cross over to band for collision course. Like, DNA goes into all that talk, man. And once again, there's levels in me, man. Against Vixen, I ain't get the popular vote, so they elected Mr. Wild Strong because he be flexing in the gym. Nigga, they just forget to tell you, you got to be at least 270 to win. You're not hot. Your stock drop. I thought you'd be at Nome. Like, yo, fam, like, I don't know, man. The Lucy Ball, I love Lucy line was hard. And then DNA did like a dang on Lucy scheme, man. Ricky Ricardo, you know what I mean? Like, I thought DNA was styling on Castro in the second round, son. You know what I mean? Are you there? Knock, knock. Like, talking to him like that. And said Twerk style. You know, they said Twerk stole your whole flow, Pat. Y'all got the same material. Somebody missing the files because y'all cut from the same cloth, so I know it's not fabricated. That's why I did it in style. Like, the decline on Cards line was solid. DNA had some dope wordplay also in the second round, man. I thought DNA was up 2-0 early in this round, man. I got DNA 2-0 going into the third. Round 3, Lou Castro. Lou broke down what delusional was. Sprayed the machete. That's some ish. We can't believe. Thinking his gun was a sword. That's finna be his final fantasy. That was dope by Lou Castro. Got at DNA for, talking wild long to get a, license and drive a whip and everything. Castro got personal in this round, asking DNA why you out here, having baby moms pushing the whip. Castro said, I was in the crowd when you threw when he battled Tech 9, he threw his tooth in the crowd. Castro said, if I was in the crowd and he hit me with it, I would have decked you or something like that. That was funny. Castro had some funny lines. I thought this was Lou Castro's best round. The third round. Go back and watch. Oh, let's talk about his first round, son. No. It's Lou's third round, in my opinion, that I like. You know what I mean? You lost to Vixen as she kissed you on your cheek. I was wild jealous. That was funny to me. Like, yo, I thought Lou's third round was solid to me, man. I thought it was his best round, man. Castro, but then how you speak about Vixen early in the round and then have some other bars and then go back to Vixen. It was like, if you're going to go on Vixen, keep the Vixen talk. Don't go to Vixen, leave Vixen, and go back. Like, I don't know, son. You know what I mean? So I think Castro's third round was solid. I thought that was his best round. Round 3, DNA. I like the angle by DNA, letting Castro know DNA's third round, man. Son, we got to talk about this third round here, B. With, I don't know, when y'all do y'all little, who had the best rounds of the year, who had the illest third round. DNA's third round against Lou Castro was 5 mics. Yes, I'm going in 5 mics because DNA was talking to him business etiquette 101 as a big homie. Like, I don't know, DNA, you saying you wasn't talking about URL and DNA, we got to talk about that, bro, because, come on. If I'm Smack or Bees and I'm listening to you say that, like, damn, that's how you really feel? Like, what are you saying to these guys, DNA? You feel me? Letting Castro know they tricked you, letting you think I'm the enemy talk, son. The sponsorship talk by DNA. You should have come holler at me. Let me tell you what the business about. DNA was dropping gems. Let me say, dropping gems to Castro. And I wonder how many other the young boys who's watching this battle hears this. I wonder what's going through their mind. You think what I'm saying? The build-up confidence line was solid. Or you think the lyrics count? Let me tell you what this business about. The crazy-ish is through your laziness. I'm convinced you ain't even get paid for this. I'm convinced you ain't get paid for this. They just told you it's a good route. They hate you and convince you long as you look out. Like, Wild Strong, but your pockets don't gotta dominate. Like, come on, son. Like, the Tutu line, the Tululu line, 100 line, that was crazy by DNA, man. Lou Castro, I'm gonna be real with you, son. DNA was talking to your soul, B. He was talking to your soul in this third round, man. You're not doing your job. I reinvent myself mad times. I got DNA win this battle 3-0, man. 3-0 DNA clear to me. Clear. I'm not doing this debatable first round talk. I don't even think the first round is debatable. I got DNA 3-0, man. No shade to Luke Castro. He didn't get bodied, but that third round was fire, man. It's your boy 3 Letter Man. Y'all be easy.